All right, we know that some of you are intrapreneurs, and we have some experience with that as well, where you are within a health setting, some sort of employer, you have some new ideas and you want to start a new practice within your place of employment. So Sue, what have been some of your experiences with that?
Well, my first idea that I had, I get a million ideas a day, but the first one that I really wanted to act on was having slushies in the pharmacy for the sick kids. And it was an independent pharmacy. And so my thought was, if we could get them while they're young and while they're sick and give them a treat for coming to our pharmacy, kind of like McDonald's and their Happy Meal, that they would become loyal families that keep coming back. Well, the company I worked for, the family I worked for, didn't
They didn't
have
see
that.
the slushies?
They didn't take that. Then another thing that I did was a pharmacist working in the cardiology office along with the physicians, where the physician would do his assessment and then I would answer any drug questions. That went over really well. I ran into problems with the C-suite. I didn't have any training on how to talk to them, but I did get up to the point where the president of physicians, we were supposed to meet, and then he left and went to another company, started the whole process again, and it was just a mess. So I just went and did it on my own instead of doing it within the current healthcare setting that I was in.
Opportunity was in North Carolina. I had the chance to start a kind of a nonprofit within a nonprofit. It was a clinic, we called it Alamat, for Alamat's Medication Assistance Program, and it was targeting a senior population that was underinsured or uninsured, and it was prior to Medicare D, so a lot of people might have had reasonable health care insurance, but nothing that covered their prescriptions. And in the beginning of all of those sorts of things, as a new geriatric expert in town and trying to get referrals from physicians, that was tough at first. There was not a great concept of what I could do and why a pharmacist would do it to start with. And so there was a lot of initial building and relationship building and explanation of what I was doing. It started out slow, and within about a year, we had a waiting list, mostly because they saw us as a source of free medications using the patient assistance programs, but somewhat for the medication management we offered as well. A huge waiting list developed. We ended up seeing about 3,500 patients during the years that I was there. So it grew, but I will tell you, it was frustrating at first. It took a long time for people to trust that it was a necessary service and it was going to be a beneficial service. But that was a great experience. I agree, I knew nothing about talking to the C-suite, and I had the most gracious C's. Our CEO and COO and CFO, really, I feel like they taught me what to do, how to say, how they wanted to see information and why and how what one wanted to see was different than what the other one needed because of their specific views and perspectives of the health system that they were supporting. So it was a huge learning experience. Again, coming to a conference like this is a place to learn from others who've learned these lessons either the hard way or because of great mentoring, and to allow you to benefit from all of that.